everyone. My name is Helena Ferguson, and I am starting this YouTube channel to talk about my journey trying to conceive. I'm 22 years old. I will be 23 in March, and I have been married for a year. And me and my husband have been trying to conceive for about 2 years. I got off of birth control when I was 16. So even though I wasn't trying, I knew that my periods were very irregular, and I just didn't think I was ever going to get pregnant, and that worked because I never did. And now that I want a baby, I'm still not getting pregnant. So I'm here to share my journey with everyone because I know how hard it is, and I feel very alone, and I don't want anybody else to ever feel this alone. So today is cycle day 1 for me after a very, very rough cycle. I temp every morning at 6 a.m. and I've been temping for 3 years. I temp on 3 different apps. I also am taking Clomid and Metformin. I have a blog where I give more details about everything that I've been taking and what I'm trying every cycle. So I'm just going to try to do a quick brief of this cycle and what it's been like for me. So this cycle I am on my 3rd month of Clomid, and the last 2 I have taken 15 milligrams with ovulation successfully but no pregnancy. 3rd cycle I decided not to do Clomid. I had very bad side effects. My vision was very bad. I got headaches. So I was trying Metformin alone to see if maybe that is all we needed. That was a big fail. I had no temp rise, no anything at all. So I induced my period, and this cycle I had decided to do 25 milligrams of Clomid to see if maybe that would reduce my side effects and also help me ovulate. So I took it, and my temps were very low after ovulation. Very, very low. And I will be posting all my links to all of my temping charts, my blog, everything else, so that you can see what I'm talking about when it comes to temping. But it's very low, which wasn't a good sign. And today I am currently 11 DPO according to that chart. Yesterday, after a 2-mile walk, which I do about every day, I started bleeding, spotting, and it was very, very light, which suggests maybe implantation bleeding. I don't normally have periods on my own. I always have to induce them, so it was a good sign. I felt very pregnant this cycle. My back hurts, headaches, insomnia, weird dreams, every textbook symptom that you can think of I had. So the bleeding was very surprising to me, but I took it with hope that it was implantation bleeding. It had stopped last night, and this morning it had gotten worse, suggesting that Aunt Flo decided to show her ugly head today. And I'm just going to go ahead and count it as a cycle, even though everything tells me that I'm pregnant. So today was very rough. I took a pregnancy test this morning, and it was negative again, and it hurts every single time. But in the back of my mind, I always know that it's going to be negative, but this time was different. This time hurt really bad. I was really convinced for some reason that I was pregnant. So Maybe it was because I didn't go through the, oh, let's take a pregnancy test, negative, 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 and then having to induce my period, because that's a decision that I have to make. But since I started on my own, it was very surprising and very difficult for me. Yes, it's a good sign, but it hurt really bad. So I did. I had a breakdown, and what I've learned through my journey so far is that it's okay to cry. It's okay to have your moments of complete just devastation, and to just let it out, let it go, just give yourself that time. And then shortly after I got done, I realized that it's time to put a smile back on my face, regain a little bit of hope, and start a new cycle. So that is why I had decided to start doing this, because my online community with Kindara, which is my app that I use the most for my community wise, I also chart on there, but my community is mainly with Kindara, and I have a lot of questions from women there, because unfortunately with my young age I am very experienced with this. I've been going through it for such a long time. I get a lot of questions, and I know I feel so alone sometimes. Sometimes I feel like with everyone I know getting pregnant and seeing all these women, and I just feel less of a woman. And I don't want anybody to ever feel the way that I just felt this morning. My husband's amazing. He comforts me, he's there for me, but I don't think that I will ever feel that he truly does understand what it's like to be a woman and not be able to conceive a child. So I just want to share with you all out there who are struggling with anything, any kind of infertility issue, or maybe you don't have an infertility issue. Maybe everything checks out okay and you're still not getting pregnant. I know what it feels like. I know how it feels to have to take that stupid test and to see it pop up and it's negative again, and you throw it in the trash, and then 30 minutes later you go and look at it again, and you hold it up to the light and you take the test apart, and you're staring at it and staring at it, and maybe you see it, maybe it's faint, maybe it's there, maybe it's too early, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, and making up excuses and making up excuses until you finally have a period, or you finally induce your period, and then you're just like, okay, well, next month. And it's like a merry-go-round. It just goes and goes and goes, and I get it. I do. And I talk to all these women of all different ages on my community, and we don't even know each other's first names. And I feel so close to them, and I just feel like if I make this and I actually reach out to people and they see me, I don't look like I have PCOS at all. I'm underweight, actually. The only thing that I actually have is maybe I have a little bit of a manlier feature to my face. I'm not sure. But I am insulin resistant, and I lack progesterone. I don't have facial hair. I'm not overweight. I'm not diabetic, but I have PCOS, and it's severe. So I just want to reach out to all of the women and let them know that I get it, and it sucks, and I'm here for you. You're not alone. And hopefully, since I've started this, it'll be a little bit of an outlet for me, and I can share with you my journey, and hopefully we will have a very happy ending. So I have a lot of free time on my hands. I don't work, thankfully. Thank God for my husband. So I might be uploading a couple videos a day, just to kind of blog about what I'm feeling and what I'm going through and how hard things are for me. But I'm still trying to decide what to do this cycle. Technically, I would be on cycle day 2, since I did start spotting yesterday. So if I'm going to do Clomid again, I have to start tomorrow, and I would start 50 milligrams. I'm upping my Metformin to 1,000 milligrams, but on the other hand, I have considered doing acupuncture and Chinese herbs. I've called and set up a consultation with them to see if maybe that is something I need to try. So I have a couple of options on my hands on what I want to do, and part of me just wants to give up. This morning I told my husband I was done, that I didn't want to try anymore. But after calming down, I realized that that is not true, because I want this so bad. Yesterday on the way home from picking up a pregnancy test, after spotting, thinking I was pregnant and miscarrying, I started crying. And just thinking, please, please let this be my month. Just please. And it is so odd mourning over something that you haven't lost. Just mourning over something that you don't think will ever happen. Wanting something so bad and having no control over it. It's the worst feeling that I've ever felt. It's so hard. It's so hard. I just want to reach out there to you and let you know that you're not alone. And saying that makes me feel less alone. Because I don't have a lot of friends. Most of my friends are pregnant, or they have 3 or 4 kids, or they don't have any and they're still partying or drinking. And you know, I'm married and I have 2 dogs, and I have a house, and my husband has a career and he's graduated, and I just want kids. That's all I want. I actually want 5, which is very adventurous for someone with infertility. But I want to be a mom. It's really all I want. It's all I want. I don't want money. I don't want a lot of things in this world. That's all I ask is for kids. That's all I want, honestly. And it seems like such a far off dream to me. But anyway, I think that'll be enough for my first video, just to give everyone a little preview of what I have. I was diagnosed with PCOS when I was 15. I didn't start treating it till I was 18 because they wanted to do the contraceptive route. I refused because there was no point in me taking contraceptives when I was never going to get pregnant anyway. So I take 500 milligrams of Metformin once a day, and that's about all I do as of right now. I do take prenatals. Keep up with my blog. I will go over a list of everything that I'm taking, things that I'm considering, things that I'm doing new this cycle, what we're doing, when we're doing it, all of my charts, my temping, everything else. If anybody has any questions at all, feel free to ask me, and I will be happy to share them with you. I'm very open, and I will share all of my experiences with you, what me and my husband do, how we do it, and hopefully I'll be able to inspire someone to come out and let everybody else know that they're not alone either. So I really want to share this with everyone, and hope that maybe I can make some new friends and reach out to some people and brighten someone's day. Thank you for listening to me rant, and hopefully we'll have some good news soon.